Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Former Oklahoma Sooner Joe Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
At the 24-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
45-yard line.
4 yards. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On the slant, complete to Green. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Joe Mixon on the kick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
The offense retains possession.
from the 10, first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Texans nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
The 43-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Now a first down throw. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 47. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Quick throw completed by Watson. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
24 is the mic. You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 24 is the mic.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 17, here's second and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Three down. 24 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
Watson's
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Three down. Chance.
On third down, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Johnson.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
24 is the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Burrow will throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, let's get in that hole.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Reader brought him down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Johnson.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
57's the Mike. Guys, game situation.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
For Kenny Stills.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
57's right. Drop deep, drop deep.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
57's Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Watson now on 3rd down. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Taimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 46-yard.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The 37-yard line.
57's the line. 57's the line. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Watson.
Geno Atkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Brings up 2nd.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know I'm not giving up credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Cincinnati.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, that was dangerous.
Burrow's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's 4th down.
And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
32. And a Bengal first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. They can't hang with us.
Not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Oh, yeah,
Again, it's Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Cincinnati.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's go.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want that.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
Texans.
That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
48-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
At their own 30.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Burrow's pass, intended for A.J. Green, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
50-second. Mike, 50-second.
Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
He don't want it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
To Johnson again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point.
To kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
A shotgun snap for Watson, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
24, Bengals 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's a run with Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mixon trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He was covered.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, 57. Rabbit.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
It's a turnover on downs.
57, Mike.
run on first down. It's Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Today's final score, Texans 24.
Well, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them